Well, if you are a fan of Law & Order and Chicago Fire or anything produced by Dick Wolf, you will absolutely love this new show on NBC called Chicago Med. It airs Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. right here on Channel 3. And joining us this morning is one of the stars from the show, Nick Gelfus. Good morning to you. Oh, you looking at the sign?
I was just checking my pulse.
Is that right? Exactly. Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, if you can, tell us a little bit about the show and your involvement in it.
Chicago Med is the newest installment in the Chicago franchise. It's a one-hour medical drama that follows the chaos, the day-to-day chaos of one of the leading medical teams in Chicago. I play Dr. Will Halstead. He's the chief ED resident at Chicago Med.
Uh-oh, that sounds like a big responsibility.
He's the go-to guy. He's the epitome of reliability in and out of the hospital. And he comes from a working-class family. He's worked very hard for what he has. And what's going to get him into trouble, though, is thinking he can save everyone and his sort of need for approval.
Need for approval. Okay, now tell me a little bit about your background. I'm curious, do you have any medical experience, acting, anything that will connect you to this role?
My mom is a nurse.
All right.
She works at the Cleveland Clinic.
That's a pretty big
What
deal.
up? My sister is a nurse practitioner in Cincinnati.
Okay.
So that is the only, and I broke my arm 3 times before I was 12. So that's the only thing I have as far as medical, this one, yeah.
Well, good thing you can still use it, right?
Yeah, I actually lean on it quite a bit, and it's sturdy.
All right, so what attracted you to this role in any way? What attracted you to it?
Well, the offer.
Okay, the offer, well, that jobs count, jobs count,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. But hey, you have someone, I get to play someone that has devoted their life to bettering their community. You can't get, I've always been inspired by doctors and firefighters and policemen all my life. And to be able to play one is quite the full circle. I mean, it's an actor's dream to be a part of one show, let alone 3. And here, when you sign up for these shows, you are involved in an environment, a community, and Chicago being that community.
And okay, so you grew up here in Chesterland.
Correct.
Now, how does living in Chicago compare to living here in Ohio?
Well, it's actually a great blend because the people I grew up with in Chicago, even though I grew up in the country, have been almost sort of like placed there, and it's just a city. Okay. And I love the city.
Okay.
And so it's a real treat to be, and a privilege to be in Chicago.
Well, thank you for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it. And I'm excited to see the show. And like you said, you have a job, so that's always a good thing.
That's right.
Again, the show airs Tuesday nights at 9 p.m.